Welcome, beautiful yogis. So glad you're here. Today in Love Your Life Yoga, we're going to align the spine, strengthen the core, make sure the shoulders and neck are just lovely, and make sure the lower back is safely stretched out, as well as our calves. So, whole body. Let's begin in a seated position. Lift your spine tall, roll your shoulders back. Good. Take a lovely deep nose inhale. And blow this breath away. Nose inhalation. Blow it away with the dandelion breath, emptying all the way. And one more. With your eyes open now, lean a little forward with your heart and lift your chin and take an inhale. Look up. And then exhale. We can do the same dandelion breath. Hold your knees, round your back. Same breath, moving with spine. Inhale, draw forward. Lift your heart, get long. Exhale, dandelion breath as you round your spine. As we did. If you do this with your eyes closed, you can really sense what is here as we begin to move with the breath. Two to go. And our last one. Draw forward and lift. And exhale round. Nice, come all the way to upright. This time extend your arms and embrace the world as we inhale to tall and exhale, draw into the heart. Now we're exhaling through the nose as we circle the arms again. Inhale, stretch wide and up. Exhale, draw into your heart. And let's do one more time. Stay for 2 breaths centered at your heart. You're welcoming yourself home to your body, ready to move and breathe in sync. To reset our nervous system and to align to our optimal place. Open the eyes now. Inhaling, elbows wide, heart forward. And exhale, round your back. Palms and elbows towards each other. Same rounding action. And inhale, open the heart. And exhale, round under. One more time this way. And round your back. Nice. Now this time as we open the heart wide, elbows turn a little to your right. Inhale. And we exhale down the midline as we've been doing. Coming forward and up to your left. Inhale. And exhale along the midline. And one more each side. Good. Press the palms together. Inhale them straight up to the vertical line. Hold your breath as we reach high. And then on the exhale, the wide arms stretch and hands meet at your sacrum. Heart lifts, elbows straighten as you lower your chin. And now with the chin low, slowly side to side, rolling your low chin with the breath, arriving now in the sensations of neck and shoulder, and getting all the little creaks out. And then we come back to center and release the hands. Good. And let's release the ankles to switch the other ankle in front. And sitting tall again. This time, inhale your arms as we've been doing. Big, tall reach. Exhale, elbows bend, coming into the heart. Good. And now arms forward. Inhale and wide. And as we did, clasp behind the back. Exhale, look down as we elbow straighten again. And now raise the chin. Inhale, look up. And look down on exhale. 2 more of these. And last one. Great. Please release your arms. Inhale them to the vertical line. Now, with the palms open, exhale them to the horizontal line. Grow your spine tall. And as we stretch wide, inhale. Exhale, turn to your right. Stay here for the inhaling. Exhale, go a little further. Lower your hands, one to the knee in front and the hand behind. So we're in our first lovely twist, tall, turning to your right, head to the left, tilt the ear, lower that shoulder, open your right chest, 2 breaths. Looking down now to your left knee, begin to lean in that direction and bring your right arm up and over, nice side stretch. Moving your head with your breath. We look up under the arm, inhaling, turning to look down, all the while keep that vigor and side stretch. 2 more breaths, move your head. Nice, good. And so now bring your knee up so that we've got a hand on each knee. Arms are crossed and round your back. Keeping the arms crossed, let go the knee, sit tall. You can hold opposite shoulders or wrap your arms. Inhale, raise your elbows. And exhale, draw and round. 2 more. Moving into the spinal column, setting free any stuck energy, letting prana flow. Now as we come up again, unwinding the arms to the horizontal plane and the tall frame, exhale, we'll go the other way to your left. Stay for in, go a little further, lower your arms, and tall spine rotates to your left. Face to the right, tilt the ear, stay to breathe. And then leaning to your right, bring the left arm up and over. And the inhale, we look up. Exhale, we look down. 2 more breaths. Keep both sitting bones rooted. And feeling how this breathing and moving is bringing new places of sensation. On the next exhale, the free hand goes to the knee. Bring it up. Along the midline, we round the back. And then inhaling, we've got the arms crossed. Hold your opposite shoulder or your caduceus forearms with a big, lovely breath in. Exhale, bow. Twice more. Undo the arms, inhale them wide, palms open, and exhale, let your hands come to rest on your thighs. Nice tall spine, relaxed back, shoulders, lowered gaze, and tuning into what's here now. The neck, the shoulders, the upper back, the upper spine. Side bending and twisting. And lower the chin, open your eyes. And align now your feet in cobbler's pose. So feet are lined up, settle your sit bones, and lift the heart. And now it's a little forward bend, just as your body is willing now. Cobbler's pose, we lean forward and feel out the low back and the breathing there. And one more breath. On the breath in, we'll roll up. Bring your knees together and let's turn along the length of the mat and make our way through boat pose onto our backs. So first the feet are on the mat, shoulders are back, hand palms are up. Inhale, heart lift slightly. Exhale, keep your spine straight. And inhale, come back up. Exhaling, lean back. And inhale, come up. All the while your feet are connected to the mat. We've 2 to go. Now this time let's slowly go all the way down to the mat. And let your head rest, let your arms also fall to the mat and walk your feet up to your sitting bones. Use the feet to lift, tuck tail, come back down with the sacrum, and then draw the right knee in towards your chest. Hold with both hands, squeeze your thigh close. Release a little for inhale. And your left leg straight out on the mat on exhale as you squeeze your right thigh in. Inhale the right thigh a little bit away, raise the left leg. And exhale, lower the left leg and squeeze your right thigh closer in. We'll do that 2 more times. Moving with breath. Our attention fully in the sensations in the body and moving in sync with the breath. This is our last one. Exhale the left leg all the way down to the mat. Keep it so. Now the right foot circles. Inhale and reverses. Exhale. Great. Right foot to the mat. Slide the left foot beside it. And we'll switch sides. Hold the left knee close to your chest. Squeeze it in. Fill up with the breath as we move it slightly away. And this exhale as we draw the left thigh in. Right leg extends onto the mat. Long and vigorous. Inhale the left leg away and the right leg up towards vertical. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Our last one. Lower the right leg, squeeze your left in. Now the right leg stays on the mat with vigor. Left foot begins to circle while breathing in. And reverses it, circling while breathing out. Please bring your right thigh close in. We've got a hand on each knee. Exhale, squeeze both in close. And bring your palms to lie flat, facing down, slightly tucked. Inhale both legs up towards the vertical flexed feet. Exhale, bend the knees, relaxed feet hanging. Extend both legs, inhaling flexed feet. And exhale, bend the knees. One more time this way. Same action with the legs. Add the arms. Inhale, extend the arms all the way to the ground above your head. Legs fully extended. Exhale, return. 2 more. And our last one. Good. Please widen your arms, palms open, and then bring your legs up to vertical. Flexed feet. Wide legs, inhale. Exhale, bring your legs back together. Wide legs, inhale. And draw your legs back together. One more time. Bend the knees so your feet are now suspended and your arms are again next to your body. Knees are over hips and shin bones parallel to the mat. Right arm, left leg extend away from each other. Exhale back to our starting point. Left arm, right leg. So keep moving now with breath. We come back to starting point and take the other side. We've entered the domain of the core muscles. Stretching long and returning, and we've got one more to each side. Extend, breathing in. Come back, breathing out. And the last one, left arm, right leg. And return. Now a hand on each knee. Bring the legs close to your body. Fill up with a breath. And this exhale, draw your chest and your nose up to your knees. Curl up and squeeze in, little tiny ball. Head lies down, palms come back to flat, And extend your legs back to the vertical. So now they're close together. Sensing your legs as one, begin to circle them, small circles, which can spiral out. So your circling is getting larger. Notice which way you're going, and then reverse, retrace your path. Incrementally, your legs as one are spiraling back to smaller circlings until they become so small you are back at the vertical line. Flex your feet. Widen your arms, palms open. Inhale the legs wide. Leave the legs wide. Exhale, hands touch, and we curl up through the legs. Inhale, head down wide, arms, legs together. And exhale, we curl up. We have 3 to go. And coming to the last one, curling up. And bring your knees to bend and your feet to the mat and your arms also on the mat close to the body, and relax a moment, shoulders, tummy muscles, buttock muscles. Roll your head a little side to side. Sometimes tension gathers in the neck when we do the core, which is why this time we'll carry the head in the hands. Fill up with the breath, and as we exhale, left knee meets right elbow, cross the middle. Inhale back. Left elbow across and back. A hand across, opposite elbow to knee. And we're coming to the last one, to each side. And rest your head down, gently lie your head on the mat, bring your arms close to your body. They're relaxed for a moment. And then tuck your wrists or your palms slightly under the hips. Send your legs straight up as one, inhaling. And then the straight legs lower towards the ground, exhaling. Bend the knees into the chest, up to straight. This is the inhale. And the legs lower, exhale. The inhale is the legs bending and going back to vertical. And then the long straight legs, exhale. We have 2 to go. And our last one. Please bring your knees into your chest, hug them in. And let your feet come to the mat. Good. Arms next to your body. Feet pressed down. Now raise your hips up, hands and feet pressed down. Hips rise for bridge. And exhale, come back down. And we'll be here a few more times. Rising, inhale, hips up. Exhaling, lowering, hips, land and release. 3 more. So guide your movements with your breath. The breath begins and then the movement happens. This is our last one. We're going to stay up. So up come the hips. Link hands under your body and activate your upper arms so that they are drawing closer together. And we hold the bridge pose, steadying through the feet and the breath. Work your feet into the mat, your long arms. The breath now equally in as out. And the next inhale is the big one, which we'll hold. Move the arms too wide out from the shoulders. Tuck your tail and exhale your back to the mat. And release the buttocks. Feet off the mat. Shin bones parallel to the mat, knees close together for the inhale. Both knees to the left, head right, exhale. Come to center. And the knees go to the right. So this is our first reclining twist. You're going to feel this in the hips and waist. Side to side, each exhale, over we go. Now the next time that you find your knees to the left, land them, let them relax onto the mat. Your inhale spreads across your wide arms, and then the right arm, exhale, bring it across the body to meet your left hand. Roll onto that left shoulder. Inhale, open the heart, the arm, up back onto the mat again. Exhale across. And one more. Inhale, the arm open, set the core, bring your knees up. And then exhale your knees towards the right, finding where you can be here. Bring the knees up a little bit. Fill up with the lovely breath in here. Exhale your left arm across to touch your right hand and inhale open. 2 to go. As the arm inhales, open again, set your core. Exhale, bring your knees back to the vertical place and cup your head in your hands. Are you ready for the inhale here? And we exhale, curl up, head and chest, right elbow across to left knee while the right leg extends. Draw back, inhale, and exhale across. Alternate sides. So from the twists, we come back to the core. We have one more to each side. And feet to the mat, head to the mat, hands to your belly. Cobbler's pose, knees wide, elbows relaxed, attention to breath at the low belly, feeling how your hands are filled with the inhale and how it gently falls back on exhale. 2 conscious breaths right here. Knees come back together. Roll over to one side and make your way to hands and knees. Blocks within reach. And in the all fours position, inhale, heart forward, lift your chest. Exhale, tuck tail under, round your back and look down. Inhale, scoot your heart forward. Exhale, tuck your tail under and round your back. One more this way. Same action, adding on. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round your back and draw your seat towards your feet. Come forward. Inhale, open the heart. Round your back, draw the belly in as we draw the seat towards the heels. One more time. This time we come forward. Walk your hands a little forward, spread the palms and curl the toes as we exhale into a downward dog. Set your feet parallel. Heels are invisible as the feet are parallel. And then just raise the heels, come onto the ball of the feet, chest through. Exhale, lower the heels. Twice more. Please bring your feet really close together. Raise your right leg high. This is the inhale. And bring your knee to your nose, shoulders forward over wrists for the exhale. And 2 more times. Now we're moving into the upper body. Can you feel that? Shoulders, arm muscles kicking in. Back goes that right foot next to the left. Come into plank pose and lower the right knee down directly under your hip. Tip your left foot. Outer left foot is on the mat. Raise your left arm. And look up at that vertical arm. Keep the arm vertical. Catch the exhale and look down at the hand on the mat. Turn your gaze up on inhale, challenging balance. And look down on exhale. One more time. As we look down, lower your left hand. Come onto the ball of your left foot. So we've got both hands flat. Just release that right wrist a moment. Left leg is straight. Now, with your core engaged, would you please bring your right knee to your chest. Step it back to plank. Lift the hips, downward dog. Tiptoe forward a little bit. Raise and lower both heels. Deepening the stretch as well as beginning to strengthen the upper body. As we now, with the heels high, raise the left leg high, knee to nose, shoulders forward. Twice more. Good. Set that left foot back. We're in plank. And lower your left knee directly under the hip. Tip the right foot, anchor the outer edge of it, and raise your right arm to the vertical line. Looking up at the hand, feel that right leg stretch. Gaze is up while breathing in. Turn gaze down while breathing out. 2 more breaths. Move your head with your breath. This is the exhale where we look down. Bring the right hand down as well and come off the heel of your back foot. Keep that right leg very steady and draw your left knee to your chest. Step it back to plank, and now lower all the way down to the mat as we come down into Sphinx pose. So for Sphinx pose, we've got a nice open heart, lifted away from the ground, and tractioning forward while the legs stretch back. Lower chin on an exhale, and the low chin just a little side to siding. As we come back to center, palms press down, raise the elbows off the mat towards straight. Heart lift, seal pose. The next exhale, lower chest, slide hands next to ribs and curl toes. Fill up with a breath. Come to hands and knees. Take your seat towards your heels. And then please come to a downward facing dog. Lengthen and slow the breath. Good. And so let's take the right leg up high. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, as we did. And again. The third one, please step your right foot forward between your hands. Feel free to grab your blocks here. And the back leg is straight. And we lift the heart. And we sink the hips. And we breathe long. Your left hand stays open to your right. Turn your chest, reach the arm up. high as you can to the vertical line, looking up, inhale. Turn the gaze to look at the down hand, exhale. 2 more breaths, turn your head. On this exhale, the hand comes down and the back knee comes down as well, and release those toes. Draw your hips back so the right leg can have a little stretch forward. Lift your heart. Breathe here. Draw the right leg back. Both knees are on the mat. Move the blocks a little out of the way as we spread the palms to curl the toes for downward dog. Deep breaths in downward dog. And as you're ready to inhale, the left leg lifts up high. Knee to nose, exhale. And again. And then the third time, raise the leg high and step the foot to the front. Again, feel free to use the blocks here in this lunge with the back leg straight and strong and heart lifting, hips pressing equally down. And we'll add the twist to the left. Rotate your ribs, look at the hand while inhaling, and turn your head, exhaling. So all that's turning now is your head with breath. One more time. On this exhale, as you turn your face to look down, lower your left hand to the block and your right knee down. And let that left leg have a little lovely stretch. Good, and the leg draws back. Blocks to the side as we return again to downward dog. Raise the right leg high. Step the foot to the front. Now press that foot down because we're coming upright. So strong, you can use your hands on your thigh to press up and steady your body as we raise the arms overhead. And stand tall. Breath in. Reach forward, exhale, your hands back to the mat. Step the right leg back and high. Circle your right foot in the air. One way and the other way. And right foot next to left foot. Centering breaths. Good, left leg. Take it high up, inhale. Aim your left foot forward to the front of the mat. Ground it to rise up, all the way to upright. Find your balance and feel the expansiveness, the pleasure of finding balance and strength. Filling up again with that inhale here. 2, exhale the arms back to the mat. And step the left leg back and high to circle your left foot in the air one way and the other way. And left foot next to right. Walk the feet back a little bit so we can come into plank and lower as we did all the way down to Sphinx pose again. Lift your heart and traction your elbows back, heart forward, deep breaths. So this exhale, hands on top of one another, elbows wider, and lower your forehead, relax your back completely, shoulders too, breath very palpable. And now bring your legs closer together. Firm them up. Feel how the pubis can press into the ground. Right leg lifts up. Inhale. Lower it down. Exhale. Now the left leg. And lower. And keeping the legs really firmed up. Right leg lifts. And lowers. And left leg lifts. And lowers. And one more each side. Good. Now let your legs relax, buttocks relax, shoulders soften. Just receive that flow of breath through the relaxed body. And now please bring your arms next to your body. Reaching back, forehead towards the mat, shoulder heads are lifted up. Lift your chest up and lift both legs up and stay to breathe. Can you clasp hands now? That'll help the shoulder heads back. Low chin, high chest, legs still vigorously lifting, breath flowing. On the exhalation, land on your little pillow hand and relax your back. Easy breath flowing through relaxed back. Hands under the shoulders, curl the toes, push to your knees, dip your seat to your heels, and then return to the downward dog. Evening out your breath in downward dog. Raise the right leg high. Step the foot through. Move the foot slightly to the right. And now your left foot tips to the midline. So your left toes are angled out. And we're coming up this time, warrior one with the back heel down. Feel free to push up through your thighs and steady up to raise your arms. The front knee is bent. Fill up with a breath. Exhale, clasp hands at your sacrum like we did when we were lying. Open the chest. Inhale as the elbows straighten. Exhale, bow forward. Chest to thighs, arms overhead. And inhale back up. Exhale, come forward. Arms overhead as you keep your balance. And one more time. Strong legs, strong hips. Come forward. Lovely. Now stay forward. Release your hands to the mat. And come off your back heel. Step your right leg back to plank. Lower all the way down to the mat. Come on down. Clasp hands at your sacrum again. Lift your chest, lift your legs, 3 breaths. And hands under your shoulders, curl your toes. Press to the knees, touch your heels, and come back to downward dog. Slowing and evening out the breathing here. As we are ready now, the left leg lifts high, breathe in. Step the foot to the front, a little to the left. Tip your right heel to the midline, foot is angled out, and come on up to stand. Facing directly forward, raise the arms, and hold your warrior 1 shape, strong and steady and balanced. On the exhale, the hands clasp at your sacrum. Heart lifts, breathe in. Exhale, bow forward, arms reach back. And 2 more times. Keep your feet anchored. One to go. And come forward. This time, hands to the mat. Come off your back heel, left foot next to right for plank. Good. Hold plank a moment. Strong in your core. Heart forward. Good. Gently tap your knees down where they are. Uncurl your toes so they're a little behind the hips. And now let your hips lower. Keep your arms straight and lift your heart. So this is a variation of upward dog. On the next exhale, seat back to heels. Release that low back. Release your wrists. 2 breaths here. Extended child's pose. And then come forward with your shoulders, curl your toes for downward dog. 3 breaths in downward dog. And now we'll walk the feet to the front of the mat. Hands to shin bones for the flat back. That's the inhale, fold over your legs, exhale. And we're coming all the way to vertical. Reach the arms up. And prayer pose at the heart. Feel this orientation where we are now. And we'll do a few sun salute variation. Are you ready? Ground your feet. Widen up come the arms, big open heart, dives forward. Hands to shins. Halfway up. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Lower all the way down, little cobra. Just 1 breath, lift your heart. Exhale, lower down, curl the toes, return to downward dog. Now you can go straight there, or you can stretch your seat to your heels and feel the 3 breaths here. Good. Walk your feet to the front of the mat. where we take hands to shins for a flat back. Fold. And the inhale takes us up to vertical, arms reaching to the sky. And then coming to the heart with your prayer pose hands. Fill up with the breath. And we flow again. Arms widened up. Forward bend. And halfway up. Downward dog. Come to plank. Options now to come down to Sphinx or Cobra. If your back's feeling good, we're coming to upward dog, which means rolling over your toes. You're on the top of the feet, hips lower and heart lifts. Upward dog. Good. And then we're all going back to downward dog in the way that works for you. Even if you bring your knees down. And back to downward dog for 3 breaths. Please walk your feet to the front. To take the inhaling halfway up position and the deep forward fold all the way up. And prayer pose at the heart. Good job, everyone. Let's take a wide stance on the mat, bringing your blocks to the midline. Block right there at the midline. And the feet are parallel. Hands can be to hips. Raise your heart. And let's come forward, hands reaching for the block and sliding the blocks forward and long straight arms, hips back. No weight on the wrist now. And slow breathing. So the spine now lengthening. It did some nice strong moves in the warrior pose. Planks, the cobras, up dog. Next exhale, draw the block right under your nose so your arms are straight. And we're in a flat back position. Drawing your hips back, we're taking a twist to your left. Raise your arm to the left. And reach high. Exhale, come back to the block. To the other side, inhale, chest turns, arm lifts, exhale down. So the block is high enough to make this accessible as we continue. Alternating sides. Our last one is to your right. Hand comes down to the block. Again, we have both hands on block. Push block forward and draw hips back. Long spine. Long breaths. And you feel your upper back and shoulders activated with this long reach. Now bring your block to the inside of your right foot. Straighten the arms. And keep now your left hand on that block, right hand behind your back, and turn your chest to your right. Keep your left thigh drawing back. Look up on inhale, and just your head turns to look down. Exhale. still. Got the hand, opposite hand on block. Turn to look up, inhale, and lower gaze, exhale. One more time. Great. As you look down, return the hand to the block, slide it to the middle, and again the long arms. So from the twist to one side, we come back to the midline and grow long. Good. And draw your block now to the inside of your left foot. And your right hand is on the block, left hand to hip or back. Turn your chest open to your left, looking up on inhale, and turn to look down on exhale. Just the head is turning. 2 more breaths. And as you look down again, both hands on block for the last time. Extend the arms forward with the block. And the lengthening of the arms, the spine, as your tail and hips draw back. One more breath. Draw the block again to the edge of the mat under your face to straighten the arms. And now bring your heels in so that your feet are turned about 45 degrees out. Put full weight on your feet as you bend your knees and transfer your hands to your thighs. One hand on each thigh and make your way upright. We're coming to goddess pose. Reach the arms and bend the elbows. Good. Straighten arms and legs. Breathe in. And exhale, elbows and knees. Bend. Extend. And bend. One more time. Hands back to the thighs. Lean a little forward, dip your right shoulder into the midline and back. And your left shoulder and back. One more each side. Strong legs still in this lunge. Last one. Great. And from center, straighten your legs. Stand tall. And now we're going for slightly wider stance. And please turn out to your right for triangle pose. So this is going to be a lovely finish for the spinal alignment as we have both legs straight and the arms reaching. Over we go, over the turned out leg. And bring your hand down the shin bone and reach the arm to the zenith point. Steady your feet, look down, and on an inhale, turn your gaze to look at the upper hand. Oh, yeah. Test your balance. 2 more breaths. And looking down, strong in the core, inhale, come to upright. As we relax the arms a moment and take the legs the other way. Root deeply and spread widely over the straight leg. Reach, triangle pose, second side. And the head turning with breath, looking up, breathing in, looking down as we breathe out. Twice more. Are you ready? Ground your feet, catch the inhale to come upright and relax your arms and walk your feet together. And stand tall in this new alignment. Your body awakened, stretched out and strengthened. Feeling that all. And now let's go onto the back. Coming down onto the back for elevated leg position. First, just connect with the ground. Feel how lovely that feels. So we've been moving at quite a cracking pace today. Bring the block underneath the sacrum. Bring your arms really close and then take your legs into the air or let your feet rest on the mat. This is where we begin to relax the breath, slowing down. And so physically vigorous. Now letting the breath bring us into the calmer place. And we do that by lengthening the exhale. Three more long exhales. And then bend your knees, let your feet come slowly to land on the mat. Remove the block and land your hips a little to the right of center. And wrap your right thigh over your left to bring your wrapped legs to the left and relax your upper back completely for the slow, relaxed breaths. Breathing in, we'll bring the knees up to reset for second side. Little shift left of center with your low back, left leg over right, and it will twist to the right. Undoing the vigor, the pace of today's practice. And breathing in, come up with your knees to find your way to final relaxation along the midline of your body with the props that you like. to let your limbs softly fall away, left and right of the midline, buttocks spacious, snuggled in, upper back spacious and centralized. And once you settle, would you turn your arms, palms to face upwards? A gesture of emptiness. We've given our all to breathing and moving in these stronger poses. And now we let the body just dissolve into the ground, to this place of emptiness, where we let ourselves be breathed. Can you feel the shift from shaping the breath in a particular way to now letting it go where it wants? Feeling how it moves through the body. Mind rests in that and drop deep. And dropping into quietude, into stillness. Know that you can stay exactly as you are in this yielding, relaxed place. And if you're ready, align with your breath, to deepen it, to move a little bit, to roll onto your side, and pause to consciously call in the experience of gratitude. And then come on up to sit. Close the practice in a seated position. So grateful to practice with you this beautiful spring day. Namaste, yogis.